This is an AIDS charity initiative, powered by the Malala Fund.
This is to all the parents, guardians, and caregivers whose children listen to the Ace Radio School broadcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Eno Simon, and I bring you greetings from the entire Ace charity team. Today, we want to speak directly to you. First of all, we want to thank you very much for encouraging your children to participate in our Ace Radio School program. We appreciate your commitment to ensuring that your children continue learning while at home. We want to thank you for providing the radio set of phones and the airtime your children use when sending back answers to our questions, as well as their important comments via SMS. You are simply exceptional. We want to use this opportunity to share 3 tips on how to further prepare your children to get the most out of the Ace Radio School. Tip number 1. Ensure that your children are aware of the days and times that we air the program. On our regular timetable, we have assigned Mondays for nursery and primary school children, while on Wednesdays are for secondary school children. On Fridays, we re-air content for either nursery, primary, or secondary school. Now, in July only, we will be repeating content for nursery primary on Tuesdays and Fridays, while on Thursdays and Saturdays will be a repeat for secondary school children. The broadcast times differ based on the state that you live in. If you can, do check your timetable on our website, www.acecharityafrica.org, to be aware of the exact time for your state. Tip number 2. Ensure that your children have their resources and writing materials ready. During our programs, we usually refer to practical everyday resources for the children to use in learning. For example, in numeracy, we require them to have their counters, which could be stones, bean seeds, bottle tops, or even matches for counting and adding. We also require them to have their writing materials such as exercise books, pencils or pens, sharpeners, and erasers. Getting these ready on time will help them be better prepared to learn for the day. Tip number 3. Ensure that they sit in a quiet space ready to listen and learn. This can simply be on a mat kept in a quiet area of the house or any safe place with less distraction. This way, your child will be able to concentrate and participate in the activity. Finally, we would like you to send us a message telling us the subject your child enjoys the most, either for nursery, primary, or secondary, and any topic your child may be struggling with. Send this message to Ace Radio School on 070 36 30 3182. 070 36 30 3182. Send this message to us today. We'll be glad to hear from you. At Ace Radio School, we are committed to ensuring that each child learns and keeps learning. Thank you once again for listening. To enjoy the rest of your day, and remember to stay safe. Bye for now.
This is an AIDS charity initiative. Powered by the Malala Fund.
This broadcast is for secondary school students. Hello listeners, my name is Mrs. Oluwashina Teniola and I welcome you to today's mathematics class on ACE Radio School. Today, I will be teaching you the laws of indices and how you can apply them while simplifying an expression. Get your pen and notebook and let's get ready to learn. Previously, I explained that the index, also known as the power, is written as a small number to the right and above the base number. I explained the product rule and the division rule, stating how you can apply the rules when simplifying an expression. We shall consider the law of raising a power to a power and the zeroth law. Don't forget that index is the same as power. Let's consider this example. Simplify a raised to power 2. Simplify a raised to power 2. This is quite simple because a raised to power 2 equals a times a, meaning that the letter a appears twice. Let's take it a bit further. Simplify, open bracket, a raised to power 2, close bracket, raised to power 3. Simplify, open bracket, a raised to power 2, close bracket, raised to power 3. This is also very simple to express. Don't get confused with the bracket. I would like you to see the bracket as a bodyguard protecting a raised to power 2, while the number 3 seeks permission to bring out a raised to power 2. This expression also means that a raised to power 2 appears 3 times. In other words, a raised to power 2, close bracket, raised to power 3 equals a raised to power 2 times a raised to power 2 times a raised to power 2. By simplifying further, a raised to power 2 times a raised to power 2 times a raised to power 2 becomes a times a times a times a times a times a. Let's count all the letters a. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great! Therefore, open bracket, a raised to power 2, close bracket, raised to power 3 equals a raised to power 6. There's a simpler method to simplify. Open bracket, a raised to power 2, close bracket, raised to power 3. All you need to do is to multiply the powers together. The powers here are 2 and 3. Hence, 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times 3 equals 6. Therefore, open bracket, a raised to power 2, close bracket, raised to power 3 equals a raised to power 6. Quite simple. Let's consider another example. Simplify, open bracket, 3 raised to power 2, close bracket, raised to power 2. Simplify, open bracket, 3 raised to power 2, close bracket, raised to power 2. This is easy. Let's use the simple method. Can you identify the powers here? Yes, they are 2 and 2. Let's multiply the powers. 2 times 2 equals 4. Great. Therefore, open bracket, 3 raised to power 2, close bracket, raised to power 2 equals 3 raised to power 4. That is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 equals 81. Let's move further. Simplify 2, open bracket, b raised to power 3, close bracket, raised to power 4. Simplify 2, open a bracket, b raised to power 3, close bracket, raised to power 4. This is also easy. Can you tell me what you notice? Yes, The number 2 is not in the bracket. Correct. This simply means that the number 2 outside the bracket has no business with the powers. Only b is raised to power 3 and also raised to power 4. Shall we multiply the powers? Yes. 3 times 4 equals 12. Therefore, 2, open bracket, b raised to power 3, close bracket, raised to power 4 equals 2b raised to power 12. Fantastic. Sometimes you may have some similar expressions like the next example. Open bracket, 2b raised to power 3, close bracket, raised to power 4. Simplify. Open bracket, 2b raised to power 3, close bracket, raised to power 4. Did I hear someone ask what's the difference? The difference is simple. In this expression, 2 and b raised to power 3 are both in the bracket. 2 and b raised to power 3 are both in the bracket. Wow, that's not all. This simply means that both 2 and b raised to power 3 are raised to power 4. That is, the number 2 is raised to power 4 and b raised to power 3 is also raised to power 4. Let's simplify step by step. We will start with 2. 2 raised to power 4 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 equals 16. To solve, open bracket b raised to power 3, close bracket raised to power 4. Using the simple method, we simplify 3 times 4, which will give us 12. Therefore, open bracket b raised to power 3, close bracket raised to power 4 equals b raised to power 12. Shall we combine them? Yes. Now we'll combine 16 and b raised to power 12. Therefore, open bracket 2b raised to power 3, close bracket raised to power 4 equals 16b raised to power 12. Quite easily done. The other law we shall be considering is the zeroth law. This law is the simplest of all. The law simply says that whatever number or letter raised to the power of 0 is 1. That is, a raised to power 0 equals 1. 1 million raised to power 0 equals 1. 50 raised to power 0 equals 1. Very simple. Well done, listeners. We have come to the end of today's lesson. We learned about a simple method of simplifying indices by multiplying the powers, and that anything with the power of 0 is 1. I'd like you to try this as an assignment and send in your answers to this phone number 070-3630-3182. Write your name, age, gender. If you're a boy, type male. If you're a girl, type female. Your class and the state you currently live in. I hope you have done that. Now the questions. 1. Simplify. Open bracket b raised to power 2, close bracket raised to power 4. 2. Simplify. Open bracket 2 raised to power 2, close bracket raised to power 3. 3. Simplify m raised to power 0. Okay, we'll be expecting your answers. To listen to a repeat of this episode, tune in on Thursday at 2:30 p.m. and Saturday at 11:30 a.m. You can also catch up on our past episodes on our YouTube channel called Ace Radio School. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, it's bye.
This is an Ace Charity initiative. Powered by the Malala Fund.
This is an ACE Charity initiative powered by Grundfos Foundation.